Hello everybody and welcome to the MacMost Daily Vlog, the Guys Club today, and we're going to talk about haters and zealots.
Yeah, haters and zealots. It's like when the cult of Mac. The thing about Mac and Apple products is that it's very hard to find somebody that's insipid and in the middle of the road about something. They just it says, "Oh yeah, it's just another computer." It's either this is the greatest computer that ever graced the face of the earth, and then or it's just an overhyped product. The haters would say, well, it's not as powerful as a Cray X1, and the zealots will go, well, but it's much more powerful than 486, or something like that.
Well, I have to completely disagree with you. I think it's all a matter of the fact that the haters and the zealots are just louder. Because if you go to the Apple store, you just find tons of people that just don't care about that whole cult of Mac argument. They could care less. They just want a nice computer. They get it home. Everybody who's and ahs. They use it, and that's it.
But I'm talking about like the internet, like
the interwebs.
Yeah, if you look on Dig, for example,
it's a series of
you
tubes,
just look under the Apple thing, it's haters and zealots.
Well, yes, no, but that's the only people that are vocal. Now, actually, it goes in marketing. You want the haters and zealots. Because the thing is that if you have, the worst thing you can have is silence. You come out with a product, everybody says, yeah, it's pretty good, and that's it, you're doomed.
Right.
But if you get people that are like, yeah, I love this thing, and other people that say, I hate it, matter of fact, it's almost impossible to have, unless you absolutely have a sucky product, like it's a really bad product,
right,
you can get just haters.
Right.
But it's impossible to get the good end without the bad end.
Mm-hmm.
It's just impossible. People will hate something because other people like it. So,
that's
and nobody will like something because other people hate it.
It's being contrarian. Me and William occasionally get contrarian with each other about any particular thing. We could talk about
that's not true.
tiki carvings, for example.
Tiki carvings. I can't believe you would bring up such a controversial subject on the show.
Tiki carvings.
That's it. Enough.
No, I remember this when I was a kid. You go into I'd go into the comic book store, being an amazing nerd, and these other nerds would talk about science fiction movies or superhero movies, and they would complain nonstop about them.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows that Silver Surfer rules.
But if you stopped them and said,
right.
no, hold it, would you rather they didn't make the movie or made it? They'd be like, yeah, I would love that they made it. But they pick out everything just to complain about. I think it's just to hear their head rattle.
Yeah, like science fiction fans, the Star Wars versus Star Trek guys, and there's haters and zealots on both of those. And
actually, if you're a true Star Wars fan, you're both a hater and a zealot, just for which trilogy you're talking about.
But you remember when the first Spider-Man movie came out, the thing about the webbing coming out of his wrist. I mean, people were up in arms about that. But boy, did they love the movie when it came out.
Yeah. That's just the whole, people build up, if they become a fan of something, they build up the thing in their head, and it's an alternate reality. It's the reality that's in their head, and rather than the reality of the product.
And it's good, when you, I mean, believe me, Apple is having all this controversy like that, and not really controversy, having the polar, and is exactly where they want to be as a brand, as a company, as a marketing entity. They are just enjoying every bit of it. The people who work in marketing at Apple, they probably think they're the luckiest, and they probably are the luckiest marketing people in the world. If I was a marketing guy and I was like, you can work at any company, I'd be like, Apple. I mean, what? I mean, come on. It's like a rich, fertile area, and it just, I know
Pixar would be nice.
No, marketing at Pixar, no.
They just look at other Shrek
Apple.
fans.
I'm just talking about for me.
Oh, for you, yeah, in general, sure. But you would hate being a marketing person. All of us would.
I don't know. I'd get into it.
I hear that, like in the Dilbert cartoons, when you open the door into the marketing department, it's all like paradise.
What's neat about
Max, the sounds and birds.
What's neat about Max, I hope I don't sound like a zealot, is it's like marketing a Jaguar. I mean, you're not marketing a piece of crap. You're marketing this really neat-looking piece of equipment, and something to be proud of. Not to say there aren't PC products that are something you can't be proud of.
Yeah, some of the fire laptops, man, some of those BIOS, sweet machines.
Yeah.
They just don't run Mac OS, so oh well.
Not easily.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I like to see that happen. A Hackintosh laptop.
Hackintosh.
It's not going to happen. Anyway, later, folks.
See you here.